currently about 6 a.m. and I'm awake. And the only reason I'm awake so early is just cause I haven't slept yet. And I mean, I did try to rest, but I guess there's just been a lot of things on my mind recently about what I want to do with my life and where I'm looking to go and what's my aim. And I guess it's troubling me in a way because like without a purpose or a direction, it's hard for me, and I start to question myself. And yeah, I assume that this is something that everyone goes through, definitely, because it's basically like the meaning of life is like a midlife crisis. Like, what do you want to do? What does your life mean? And yeah, for me, my next path is of course university, but then again, I guess I've been struggling a lot in deciding whether I want to go and study. I guess after a lot of thinking the past few days, I finally decided on something that I want to do, and I hope that the things that I start doing from today will help me get closer to there. And even though it might not be the end goal in life that I have in mind, because I really don't know, I hope that this will be kind of like a small stepping stone towards that, and it will help me discover that and uncover like what I hope to achieve with my life. Anyways, I should probably just stay awake for the rest of the day, even though it's 6 a.m. But in order to help get my sleep schedule back on track, I should just get ready for my day at 6 a.m. Anyways, just to explain why it took so long to pack this bag, it's because I haven't used this bag since I've enlisted, so it's been almost 2 years since I touched this bag, so it's taking me a while to sort of remember how I packed it. But yeah, now that we're all packed, there's only one more thing to do before we can leave.
Hi, weather service.
Hi, can I check the weather for the city today, like just town area?
Yeah, so small chance of thundery showers around 2 p.m.
About 2 p.m, so in the morning should be fine.
Yes.
Alright, Ken, thanks, bye. Ready to go. So I do have a few things that I need to do today. So first, I want to break in my new wheels, and then I have a book to get that I want to get, and yeah, I have a meeting in the afternoon, so yeah, should be quite an eventful day today. So I'm currently around the CBD area, which is near enough to Marina Bay, which is a popular place for skaters to go. So I'm gonna try and find a bench nearby, and then we'll start skating. So I found a place to change, and yeah, I just want to say that, so basically when I brought my skates to the shop, I asked them why it might be possible, and they helped me to check, and it turns out that my nuts and bolts I tightened too tightly. So basically they should be flush to the frame, but mine was protruding out, so that's why it damaged the thing, and then it came out. So yeah, make sure that you don't tighten your things too tightly. And he also told me to make sure that before every skate, just go and tighten all your wheels, because the vibrations from your previous rides might shake the nut out, like it will unscrew it out because of vibrations. So yeah, just make sure you do that. They do feel nicer than my old wheels, but yeah, let's go skate then.
Level 2, doors open.
I'm so tired. It's not even 9 o'clock and I feel tired already, so I don't know how I'm gonna survive the rest of the day, but we'll see. I made it. So tired.
2628. Thank you. See ya.
Okay, so we are at Parklane now, but it's now only like 9 plus, so the bookstore isn't open yet. So we're gonna grab some breakfast. So yeah. So basically the bookshop is not open yet, so I'm just chilling outside. And I guess I just kind of want to talk about like why I want to get a book, I guess. I would say that in the past few years, reading has not been a priority of mine. Like I've spent so much of my time on social media and using my phone that reading has sort of been like pushed away. And I think it's a good habit that I should start building again if I'm aiming for university, which I am. So that's why I'm trying to start the habit, I guess. And I've been looking at book recommendations and what to read. What are some good things that you can start reading? And I've looked at some self-help books. So I'm looking at one, and I hope that they have it here. But if they don't, then I'll have to find somewhere else. But yeah, I'm actually specifically looking at secondhand bookstores because I don't see a need in buying a new book. Because even if I buy a new book, then I'll read it once and then I'll keep it. And I think it's of course it's better for the environment and it will be cheaper for me too. So it's kind of like a win-win in both situations. So yeah, hopefully they have it here. Otherwise I'll have to head over to like Bras Basah to look. So yeah.
你打电话来
没有没有。
啊？第一次来的。
第一次啊。
哦，是。来。
OK。
最好是11点，然后我一定在这边。等一下啊，放下书。It's brand new one.
But it's the same 啊。
It's but different title 啦。
哦。
It got so many title 啊。
我是找这个。
还有一本这个 ，You see, very old that one.
我就拿这3个了。
好 ，OK。
你们只收 cash 啊？
可以pay now pay now is OK。
pay now。
你可以介绍一些朋友过来这边买咯。
I had such an amazing time at that bookstore. The lady, the shopkeeper there, she was so nice, and then she knew where every book was in the bookshop, and like she could find everything I wanted to. And then she gave me recommendations some more, and because it was my first time, she gave me a discount. So I think it's definitely a great shop, and everyone should go and visit if you are into books. So yeah. So I'm home, and like what I said just now, that bookshop was amazing. It's like I felt more educated the moment I walked in, and that lady really helped to sort of like just make the experience so much better. So if you're interested, you can go and visit the shop. It's called Book Treasure. I'll link the address in the description below, and yeah, go and visit. So now I'm gonna go and shower and then maybe take a nap before my meeting with my friend later. So yeah. I just woke up. Okay, anyways, I think I just want to finish off today by talking about my thought process for picking a uni course or like where I want to go. So I would say that one of the biggest things that I was having trouble with was whether I wanted to continue doing what I studied in Polytechnic, which is film. So just a bit of context, I studied film at Ngee Poly, and I had a great time there. I learned a lot, and it was really it was the best 3 years of my life. And thinking if I would want to go and study that again in university was a big thing, because I was kind of afraid that if I go to uni and I study the same course and the same thing, that it wouldn't be too beneficial for me in terms of like education and learning. Like of course there's still going to be, you're still going to learn it to a certain higher level in a way, but like a lot of the things would definitely just be repeats, because there will be all the JC kids that are like just going into like further uni and touching the stuff, so it will be like their first touch point. So technically a lot of things I'll be relearning again. I've come to realize that it's actually not that bad, because honestly I have been so out of touch because of army, so having this like sort of like refreshers would help. But yeah, and then the next thing is about which school or where to go. So my main two choices were actually like either like ADM or going to LaSalle, and this would be a big thing because for ADM it's 4 years and for LaSalle it's 3 years. But I think with Polytechnic Diploma it's possible to skip a year, but it depends case by case from what I understand. Basically for me, I'm already gonna be 23 next year when I go to university. So having like, for example, 2 years compared to 4 years would mean like I graduate either when I'm 27 or 26. At first it was a really big issue for me to worry about like, oh, but I'm gonna graduate so late. Like of course I will get a degree, but the uni experience is just something that is quite unique, and doing it when you're older is definitely a different experience than doing it when you're younger and you're sort of like what, prime age, even though I'm considered a little late. Basically when I look at myself and I compare to myself to my JC friends who, like for example, they finished army at 2021 and they are already in uni, like finishing their second or third year, and I'm not even in school yet. So that really gave me a lot to worry about. But I figured that this experience is not something that I wish to pass over, and I do hope that I can have a great university experience, I guess, and making the best use of my time. So going back to which school that I want to go, and I've been comparing both and getting advice, asking friends, and I think that in terms of education, I don't think they'll be that far off in a sense. I think what's really important for me in university that you cannot get elsewhere is really the university life, like living in hall, engaging in CCAs. It's just the whole community, and to me I think that it would be a better place to go to NTU over LaSalle. The experience there is just something that you cannot get elsewhere. I mean, like of course there's overseas uni, but as a Polytechnic Diploma I would think that it's much harder for me, especially if you need like your SATs, and I haven't even touched some subjects in like 5 years. And the local option of course is what, NUS or NTU, and NUS doesn't offer exactly what I want. Oh, and one more thing, that NTU is actually like 12 on like the international school rankings for university, and of course ranking doesn't matter. I've seen friends that have went to all the other schools in Singapore or even overseas, and they're having like a great time, a great education. But I think for me, that is probably like the best fit for me that I see now. And of course I'll never know if it really is until I'm in it, but I would say that that's the path that I want to take, and that's the path that I'm going to aim for. So yeah, I mean everyone's choice would differ depending on what you're looking for, but this is kind of just my thought process, and I hope that it helps you to make a decision if you're also in the same position as me. So yeah, I think that is where I'm gonna end for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and you can follow me on my Instagram, linked below, and yeah, I'll just see you guys in the next one. Bye.